It seems like Idubbbz has escaped the grips of the Canadian justice system once again. Alright, boys. But it seems like one of his favorite people to support him, Hasan, does not like the way that he was able to slip out of this boy H3's grasp. Because, well, boys, today is tomorrow and Idubbbz is in the bowl. Now, Idubbbz is in the bowl for today because if you guys didn't see from the last video, he put out a brand new 5-minute video, very short, very brief, of basically him saying, Ethan Klein, you also did bad as well. He also blamed Ethan. Trust me, if you're an Idubbbz lover, don't worry. He also blamed Ethan in his apology video to him. But it seems like it has sufficed enough for this man to get out of the lawsuit, because H3 then proceeded to comment, which is the wildest way to get news that you are not being sued anymore. But H3 then proceeded to comment, "Fine, I'll drop the lawsuit. Thank you for the apology." He said, "Thank you for the apology. I'll drop the lawsuit." Yada, yada, yada. Okay, then. But it seems like Hasan did not like the apology. He just did not like the apology at all. I'm just like, bro, what do you... I would think you would be elated that your friend, a person you would call a friend, is no longer being sued. But to him, this was the worst day ever. How dare he apologize? He had nothing to say. He should have had nothing to say at all. He was in the 1000% right to call Ethan Klein a PDF file. Idubbbz has let down his master. Hasan claims it was totally defensible litigation and agrees with chatter saying the apology vid is self-flagellation. Oh my god, he self-sucked.
And I didn't even get to cover the Idubbbz apology to Ethan thing, which I don't think he should have ever apologized to Ethan Klein, let's be real. But if he gets his ass out of costly litigation, even though it's like totally defensible litigation, you got to do what you got to do.
I did display the very disgusting comment for 40 minutes, and it was wrong. It was a comment from Des.
Bro, do you see the recoil? He said the W word. Disgusting. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even believe I'm saying this. Yo, me and Hasan are basically two sides of the same coin. He was just like, wait, hold up. I didn't get to milk this situation and pretend to be the hero that was going to pay for his legal bills and then proceed to leave him out to dry like the last 4 people I did this to. He was like, fuck my whole entire content plan of pretending to be the solution to the problem that I created. I agree. I also agree. He should have never made this apology video, so I could have got that juicy content. All right. Why did Idubbbz not think about me and you, Hasan? We need this content.
Ian's apology was not done to avoid the lawsuit. It was done because he felt like it was something he wanted to do for himself. Yeah, I can see that. In any case, you know, I obviously disagree with it. I don't think he should have apologized for it. But if he felt the need that he wanted to apologize for showing someone else's comments, in Idubbbz's situation, I'm sure this is sincere. I'm sure it was already sincere. He's just, this is the kind of guy he is, okay? Not the kind of guy I am, but this is the kind of guy he is.
Having said all that, I wish everyone the best. This
is a bit of self-flagellation. I don't think he did anything wrong, actually, but that's okay. He's just being sweet, and Ethan is taking advantage of his sweetness and reform. I know.
Bro literally came out here and essentially said Idubbbz is a better man than him. I mean, like, that's essentially what he said. He said, I would never apologize for calling someone a PDF file and lying about them. But Idubbbz, I guess he felt bad. Or I guess he might have felt that financial predator. That financial predator was the lawyers, to be honest. With that financial pressure pushing down on his wallet. He said, you know what? I'd rather not have a lawyer, an impending lawyer fee every month. Would I rather just say sorry and get this over with? Or had to pay over $1,000 a month to a lawyer? I don't know. It's like some people, you know, they have too much pride. They rather just come out of pocket each and every month. But that boy Idubbbz said, I got no pride at all. And you know what? Salute to you, my boy. I still can't believe he was disgusted. How could he say he was wrong? Chat. That's the part that cracked me up when I first saw this clip. Whenever he was just like, ugh. I was like, bro, he said he was wrong. I guess in this man Hasan's world, you can never be wrong. You could never be wrong. The pillow talk with Anisa last night after the second apology must have been horrible. There was no pillow talk. She turned her back to him. She feels betrayed. She thought she married a man, but now she realized she's just a lesbian. Bro, what do we have down here? A lot of Hasan's chat was also being brutal on Ian. He wasn't even paying attention for most of the apology, just staring at his phone, sad. Bro was physically, like, he couldn't even hold it in, the amount of disgust he had with this man. Like, he just couldn't. And then this is literally Hasan's chat and what they were saying while they were watching the apology video. Too much empathy, classic. That's an L, man. Chat, he can't afford this. I like there's just like one person that's being reasonable. It's like, bro, why are y'all on this man? Y'all know he's broke, by the way, right? Y'all know he can't afford that shit. Like, there's just one reasonable person in Hasan's chat. Hey, yo, y'all remember this man's broke, by the way. And we know Hasan ain't paying for that shit. We can all pretend like Hasan ain't paying for that shit. What the fuck is problem, people? I feel like it's Ian taking his easy way out. Not the easy way out. No! Ian should go tens, if not hundreds of $1,000s in debt, money he does not have, to fight litigation that he most likely will lose and will have to do this apology either today or a year from today. And he was just like, you know what? If I already know I'm probably going to lose this, if I already know it's not looking good for me to chorus, I did put that up. And I do live in Canada where the legal system is completely different than in America. Because, you know, you got to remember, this man lives in Canada. They have a completely different defamation law there. Obviously, he's going to be like, man, let's get it over with. All right. Right? He'd rather do that than wait a year and still say the same thing. After the content cop, Hasan told him not to apologize. And Hasan has not talked to him since until he got sued. And then he was like, more content. It's weird. It's weird. He always tells all of his disciples not to apologize and that he'll take care of their lawyer fees and shit to help them out. And for some reason, they always come up empty-handed whenever they stop paying the lawyers, and then they get those default judgments like, you know, Frogan did. Or the settlement that woman Casey Tron had. And they're talking about Casey Tron 2 down here. Either, man, at least you're directing your hate at someone else other than Idubbbz. Paid man. Is this how all Canadians are? Bro, he just came to went to Canada last year. Not even a full year in Canada, by the way. He's not even a full year there. If only Idubbbz would have married me, this man Fernando, we would have been off in Cabo somewhere. But continuing on, all right, what else does the comments have to say? Bro, if that guy actually gave a shit, if he honestly cared about the situation as much as he claims he does, why didn't he just cut the check? He didn't even cut the check for Denims, Frogan, or Casey-tron. He's definitely not cutting that check for Idubbbz, all right? Why didn't he give him some money to fight back against Ethan? Like, literally, just put his money where his mouth is. Man, it's not that hard. No, it is that hard. Hasan and parting ways with money for not a designer luxury brand? Couldn't be him. It couldn't be. You wouldn't catch Hasan dead in a Kohl's, all right? Don't even think about it. A Target, man, that's broke people. Unless he can go into that store and come out with $1,000 worth of groceries and is literally 2 eggs, a slice of cheese, and a carton of milk, he don't even want that. Boy probably shops exclusively at Erewhon. Just for the flex. But no, he's terrified. Is he scared of getting sued too, or what? It's pure, unadulterated cowardice. Dude, it's the classic influencer spinelessness where people want all the clout for having a righteous take, but absolutely zero of the actual financial risk and accountability. Do you remember Noah Samson? Oh yeah, Noah Samson. Did he ever raise that 500K? I gotta look that up. If Noah Samson ever raised that 500K, because Hasan was giving it to him. Noah Samson had a whole subathon / GoFundMe for it. This guy literally didn't even reply to him. He begged for days for a reply, but no, Hasan didn't say a single word. Dude, just complete and utter radio silence. Is genuinely wild how these people will build an entire brand off of being these morally superior, hyper analytical commentators. But the second there is actual real world friction or someone needs them to stand on business, they vanish into the ether. They just tuck their tails and run because they're terrified of the optics. What a complete and utter waste of space, man. It's actually insane. Like I said, bro, me and Hasan, two sides of the same coin. We just wanted the content. I wasn't supporting this. I just wanted the content. All right, you already know I was trying to serve up slop. And he was trying to serve up slop as well. Except for he thought he was serving up righteous slop. Slop that could never go cold. But it went cold too soon. He thought this man, Anisa, and Idubbbz were gonna try their best to fight out this lawsuit because Anisa's hard-headed. But Idubbbz said, baby, you know we don't have that money. I'll just make the apology. You go hide in the bunker. And basically, he made the apology, and this woman about them there ended it all. She's probably, I can't believe I married this man. You're supposed to fight for us. We did nothing wrong. Speaking about this woman, she then went on to Twitter after the apology. All right, and she basically came out here saying, "Don't apply U.S. laws to Canada." It's like, yeah, that's right. That's right. Tell him, Anisa. Anisa, offline, happiest she's ever been. Busy and thriving, making a statement on Elon's apology. And then we have beautiful handwritten message, or I guess hand typed message from our BBG Anisa Jomha. Please do not apply U.S. laws to the Canadian courts. Canada's legal system encourages genuine self-reflection and earnest apologies. Please trust that what is being done is what feels right. No, what is being done is them trying to get at a lawsuit because, again, he's, from what she's saying, hey, if we give out a real apology where we admit fault and everything, you can't sue us. She's trying her best not to get sued. She's like, we're trying our best not to get sued here. All right. Ian's apology was also not done to avoid the lawsuit. Lawyer told him that. It was done because he felt like it was something he wanted to do for himself. Bro, that first $1,000 lawyer fee, they were like, so what is the quickest way of getting out of this? And he was like, you could just apologize. And they were like, apology, gotcha. We're not coming back, by the way. That $1,000 fee, that's a one time. That's a one time. Trust me, we don't need you for court. Bro, oh my god. That greedy Idubbbz, why couldn't he just get hit with the suit? How dare he not get hit with a lawsuit that would have cost him tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars? How could he? That greedy Idubbbz, he should have sacrificed his money for me, chat, and the content, by the way. It's our content. He has no rights to not being sued. As always, she distanced herself from Ian's apologies, but milks the attention because this is the most impression she's had in ages. Yeah, them 6 views. Yep, 83 views. Hey, I cannot complain. You cannot complain. That's a lot on Twitter. The courts look kindly on apologies. He didn't apologize because of the lawsuit. Okay, but okay. Bro, I'm gonna be honest here. I caught that too. I'm like, if he didn't do it because of the, lawsuit or whatever, then why did you even put in the courts look favorably on the public? Like, sometimes I wonder, like, does she understand what she types? Like, let's say he didn't do this because of the courts. Well, now you're making it seem like he did do this because of the court, because, like, in your own statement, you mentioned the courts looking kindly on the apology. And I'm just like, what does that do? What does that little flavor text do for us if he didn't care about the courts for this and he just wanted to do this out of the kindness of his own heart? Well, she's a legal expert who had talked to multiple lawyers and has had an insurmountable wealth of legal knowledge. Of course, a person with such profound and deep insight, needs to share what the courts think about Ian's apology video, and with the power of ChatGPT by her side, she is bound to convince every judge in Canada that apology equals good, snarking equals okay, and accusing a friend of touching his children, freeing Palestine because Jews equals Zionism or Zionist. How could he? How could he? Bro, I will be honest here. At this point, I feel like it's possibly just H3 knew. All right, he made 2 apologies. All right, 2. The 1 apology was not enough, but the 2 apologies was like, all right, the courts in Canada are gonna be like, hey, he made 2 apologies. I don't know what you're doing, this man. He made 2 apologies publicly, by the way, on his main YouTube channel that got over 177,000 views in the first 8 hours. This man has not hit these numbers for a year. I'm like within the first 8 hours. Within one day, 288,000 views. This is probably his best foreign video in months, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is. 200K views 7 months ago. Bro, you need to do another apology. I was gonna say, if we're talking about pure cash flow, apologizing to Ethan may be the play. I mean, we already knew this, but goddamn, maybe we will get Apology Tour 2.0 with this viewership. Fella got more views in 8 hours than his last 2 videos. Still waiting to see what he means by positive and uplifting content. Kidnapping and castrating. I'm gonna be honest, bro, I swear to God, if he continues doing that score content again, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be like, Idubbbz, you have the perfect opportunity. He has the perfect opportunity now to rebrand and redo himself, right? He has the perfect opportunity to get out of this slop that obviously is not making him any money because he refuses to make any videos and he only streams all this slop content, and get into making good content again, where you only had to upload once or twice a month or 2. He could make some good videos, chat. He could make some good videos. But will he? Probably not. I feel like that Ian's gone. He could. I 100% do think he could make good videos, but I don't think he would. Even if he had the chance, he probably just wouldn't. But yes, boys, that is the Idubbbz situation. All right. It seems like Hasan does not approve of this. All right. Did we ask Hasan of his feelings? All right. We did not ask Hasan of his feelings on this lawsuit that Idubbbz escaped. Because if you guys didn't know, he did escape this. Go ahead and click this video right here to find out how he escaped it. All right. See H3's response. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.